Ever since the release of the Marvel Netflix series on Disney Plus, Disney has remained rather silent on why exactly it's only available in certain locations and not all international locations. I did say that this would be the case when I talked about it just due to licensing deals. Well, now we have an official update from Disney Plus clarifying some more details and confirming a new release date. So I think most of you are very well aware with international distribution as opposed to the United States. Just because it's out in one place doesn't mean it's the same in another. Localization and such, there's different process of approval and all that. You know, the best way to look at this is the arcane way that it really hasn't changed since the 80s and the 90s. Back in the day, a video game in Japan and Europe could be completely two different things. Two different titles, different box art, different name completely. The United States release, it's a completely different thing as well. If you want to look further into this, go look at the old Final Fantasies, go look at Contra. It's just a madhouse, and it caused a lot of confusion. The old laws are so archaic that they still remain in place in many locations, hence the unknown release date of all the Defenders for certain international locations. One of these being many locations around the Europe that have Disney Plus, but they haven't had Daredevil, Jessica Jones, or any of those shows yet, and there's been no update. Well, finally, we know that the Netherlands, for example, is going to get all of these shows on June 29th. Now, on top of this, a few more international territories will also get it at that time as well, but not all. As I said previously, this could take up towards the end of the year for this to be available everywhere you have Disney Plus. Some locations, for all we know, could take till early next year. Again, it's all distribution. It's all dependent on where Netflix holds a certain right, where a certain contract was signed, or a certain thing that just doesn't fall into place due to licensing. It could be something as stupid as a soundtrack for an international location. Everything has to go through a huge process of approval so the proper person can get paid their $3 in some case. So it's just how it goes. If you don't believe me on that, just go look at some people that get like a check every couple months for like $8 because something of theirs is in a Disney theme park that they designed in like one of the Disney films. It's ridiculous, but hey, that's the law and they got to do it. So it's one of these things where eventually you don't have to worry about it. You will be able to see it on Disney Plus. Every single place around the world will have it that has Disney Plus. It's just going to take a little bit more time. And I don't think you have to worry about them censoring the versions as well. You're probably just going to get the same ones we are as well. That's not a factor. The whole censoring thing isn't going to affect anything.